Let's make 4 tags using Luise Heinzel's freebie for her 40K tag challenge. Hey, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and this is day 6 of Craftoween. I hope you're having a lovely spooky season and a nice day. Please check out the junk journal swap video that posted earlier today. I had so much fun doing another swap with Janie, and it was absolutely phenomenal, the journal that she made for me. So today I'm going to be using this free printable from Luise Heinzel. If you know her channel, which you probably do, you know that she has reached 40K subscribers, and she's doing this kind of celebration tag challenge, and the task is to create 4 tags. I'm going to be using the freebie that she provided, at least this more neutral page. She had 2 freebies. One has a little bit darker colors, and the challenge is to create 4 tags, post them either in a video or Instagram or somewhere on social media, and then comment with the link to that post on her video. And I guess she's going to be doing some kind of giveaway thing as well, which is fun. Like, I never win those giveaways. If I won, I might, like, pass out. But I'm doing it more for the fun of creating the tags for the challenge and feeling like I'm a part of her junk journaling community. So the first thing we're going to do is take this paper. I have cut it in half so that it'll fit through my die cut machine. And that's fine because we're going to make 4 tags. So already part of the cutting's done. I'm going to take some of these dies. Now, it'll kind of depend when I get over to the machine what like fits and what doesn't. I have a few potion bottles and then just some different shapes that came in like a postage themed kit here. Some different rectangles and cutouts. And what we're going to be doing is creating windows within this paper, and then we'll have other paper that will become the background, so what you'll see through the windows. So I'm going to go to the die cut machine and I will be right back to show you what I made. Okay. That took a minute, but we now have these 2 pages with all the windows. And I do want to let you know this idea of using the die cuts and stuff, it's completely inspired by what Luise did with hers. I'm not going to be doing something exactly like hers, but similar, especially with the starting technique. So I also have the little offcuts and things that I can use for ephemera later, which is always handy. Yeah, you can see they're just in a pile with all the die cuts because I'll sort them later. I've been going through different pieces of paper that I have to possibly use for backgrounds, and there's something about this one that just is wanting me to use it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of glue to just adhere this in the place that I want it to be over the background paper. And then I'll cut around the edges, and then I'm going to do some sewing after that. Alright, so we've got these 2 pieces, and I am going to take these to my sewing machine and do some kind of crazy all over stitching, and then I will come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, we're done sewing. I'm just going to trim off those long threads. Usually I leave them long, but I think for this I'm just going to keep them short. I tried to say short and it came out shut. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So we've got these 2 pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and cut them in half now so that we've now got 4 tags. I think Luise is doing her tags even smaller than this, but I like these bigger size because then you can mount them on like some plain paper or coffee dyed paper or something, and it's more room to write. So the next step is going to be to cut corners so we have a tag shape. Let's cut the first one, and then we'll use that as a template for the other 3. So we have 4 tag bases, and what I'd like to use for the back is some coffee and bubble dyed paper. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, so I'm going to have to dye some. I should have thought of that before I started the video. Planning. Okay. But let's worry about that later. For now, let's focus on decorations. I want to use some Tim Holtz paper dolls and then maybe add some sentiments or something. Might also include some pieces of washi tape. We'll kind of see what it looks like we need. Maybe some splatters. We're following Luise's guidelines, and she does splatters on a lot of stuff, so maybe splatters would be helpful. Okay, I lied. We're only going to be using paper dolls on 2 of them. I found this couple that looked really cute, and then we have these 2 ladies. Maybe they're sisters, maybe mother and daughter. I don't know. One looks a little bit older. And then I found these cards. I want to say these are also Tim Holtz. They're like photo cards. But look, this couple's sitting on a moon, and then we have some girls sitting on the moon, and it says Harvest Moon Dance. I love that, and it looks very Halloween-y. So I'm going to trim off the white edges of these, and we'll use those on the tags as well. Might end up actually cutting off portions of the paper dolls just to get what I feel is the right proportion on each one. And I also need to think about other accents besides just the people. I was stuck for a second, so I went and just did the coffee bubble dyeing on a couple of pieces of paper, enough that I will have backing for these 4 tags. I'm going to edge these with black soot, and I'm also I found a piece of black lace that I'll be able to put on a couple of them, because you know me and black lace, it's like my favorite accessory. Okay, I kind of like the idea of putting these 2 ladies on this one with the potion bottle, maybe a little bit lower like that. Maybe just implying that they might be a coven of some kind. Do I want to put this lace over top of their feet like this? Or maybe underneath them? Nope, over top looks better. So let's glue them in place first, and then we'll add the lace on top. Isn't that pretty the way that it dangles? Alright, we need a sentiment, I think, and maybe a tag topper. I have these small talk sentiments that are Tim Holtz, and I know some people get irritated when some creators use a lot of Tim Holtz stuff. Well, you don't have to. I'm using this because this is what I have. I thought I had some Halloween sentiments somewhere, but either I used them all up last year or they have run away. I kind of like Embrace Beautiful Chaos, and I want to ink around it. It's probably going to cause me to get ink all over my hands, but you know, that's just what happens. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Okay, do I use some of this same lace for the tag topper? I kind of feel like that makes sense. Should I cut off one of these little fiddly bits to be on top? Or like the whole piece? No, that's too much. Let's just cut off one of those. Okay, there's one tag done, except for the backing part. Poop. I forgot about that. Okay, we'll do all the backing stuff in a little bit. Hang on. Let's do one of these with these cute pictures. Let's start with this one. Do I want them on this tag? This one? I like this one because we can see quite a bit of that green popping out behind. Probably doesn't need to be inked up, especially on the edges that are black, but I'm going to anyway for my own peace of mind. We're going to use the sentiment that says collect beautiful moments. I really hope that this event that this couple were at was a beautiful moment for them. I kind of feel like we need to do black lace on all of these. Is this just an excuse to use black lace? Maybe, but it also is going to look good. Alright, we'll do this piece for this tag, and I've got like a whole box of black lace that I can choose from for the others. I might hoard it. I'll do the same on the other one, just a piece at the top of the same lace as the bottom. It almost looks like a pineapple, although I know it's not. Alright, next up is this couple here. I love that green popping out behind them. It's so pretty. This sentiment says do more than exist. I think that's really important. Like, I've got so much going on lately that sometimes I feel like I'm in this fog. And I caught myself yesterday going, okay, you're about to go do this thing. I was hanging with my football boys for just a little bit. I had made them some treats and stuff. And I thought, okay, you need to be present and enjoy this experience because it's not going to happen again. I bring Oreo truffles to our football team's team night once a year. So in that sense, yeah, it will happen again, but not with those exact boys. And, you know, the ones that are seniors this year have a very special place in my heart. They were my kids when we hit COVID, and so it felt like they just kind of got ripped away from me. And we made it through the year, but I didn't get to see their faces till like the very last day of the school year. We had a thing worked out where we could socially distance, like they can turn in their computers that if they had school ones, and you know, we could get things to them. But I had several kids, you know, coming through my line that were like, but Miss Page, I want to give you a hug, and we just couldn't. It was so sad. But I'm really lucky that I've got to live in a small community where I can watch them grow up and become like these really cool people. And in the case of the football team, those specific kids that are on the football team, I've got to spend a little bit more time with them. Okay, so I got carried away talking, and I don't know if you actually saw any of the last couple of tags because my video camera does have a tendency to cut off after a certain length of time. So we're going to do a quick review of what we've got. Here is the first tag. It says embrace beautiful chaos. Then we went to this one, collect beautiful moments. This one, do more than exist. And I had a whole rant about like being in the moment and trying to enjoy things. And now we're on to this one with these ladies at the Harvest Moon Dance, and it says shine like the whole universe is yours. And we're picking out some lace for this one. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, we have these 4 tags. I'm sorry about the glare here. You know how I'm stressing with my light situation. Let's see, can we get it there? That looks better. Alright, I still need to back them with coffee bubble dyed paper, but there's no reason you really need to see that. I'm simply going to glue it on the back, cut around it, and call it good. So as far as we're concerned with the video, I think we're going to be done here. I hope you have enjoyed this process with me. I'm excited to share this with you guys, and if by some miracle Luise ever sees this, I'm going to talk to her for a second. Luise, I just want you to know how much I respect and admire you as an artist, as a person, and you give so much to your community, and I just love you. So thank you. To everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to watch the rest of the series. I'm trying to get videos out every day, but I can't guarantee there will be one every single day. And in the meantime, I'm having a lot of fun, so I hope you are too. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading, crafting, or journaling. Adios.